Imagine if the whole world had that kind of love filling their hearts. Well, it would be a utopia, yes? No. Because a lot of people do have killed for love. What if we had like 18 yanderes who were like, I'm not really a yandere, I'm just gonna keep that bottle up inside, and then the roses were like, kill that. It's time to save the world. 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 Saving the day. Saving the day. When you get what you want, it's driving you insane. Oh, okay, wait, no. Good day, good people. Your United States Aviator is back. And today, we are ending off Romance Detective 2, and we're gonna save the whole world. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get right back into it. These two characters, I love them so much. I'm glad that this second game was released, even though it was never quite finished. The story seems like it was kind of put together, and it seems like it's gonna close nice and tight. I'm pleased. Let's just do this. Let's do this. Let's go to unknown address, and we're gonna hit somebody with a discus elbow, or the power of love. Who knows? A greenhouse. I'm pretty sure this is the right address, so I guess this is where all the bad roses came from. This sinister aura. I'm certain we'll find Leandre or Leander? Leandre? Who knows? Within this greenhouse, and finally get the answers we've sought. Sinister aura? It's just a little dinky greenhouse. But alright, let's go. God, there's so many roses in here. Oh god, Romance Cop, don't do this. Ooh, it smells really nice in here. Don't let your guard down, Romance Cop. Our supervillain, not surveillian, could reveal herself at any moment. Are you actually having fun right now, Detective? I admit it's turned out to be a pretty spectacular case, but... Evening, ladies. Chief, you're here. That means you're definitely being controlled right now. Sorry I couldn't tell you the truth back at the festival. You would have sent everyone home, losing valuable research data for Leandre. It was obvious something wasn't right with the way you were acting. We couldn't protect you from the roses once again. You've had ample time to notice that I've been like this, but what Leandre said was right. As long as the two of you are wrapped up in an investigation, there won't be any room for me. Friendship is no match for romance, and with Leandre's roses, everyone will be equally connected. Oh, Chief, were we making you feel lonely after all? Chief, Heather, hold on. Just hold on. We're trying to snap you out of this. Snap everyone out of their delusions. I wish you ladies would just accept our new world. But if anyone can convince you, it'd be Leandre herself. Go on, she's waiting just down those stairs. Wait right here, Chief. We'll set everything right back to normal, and after that, I promise we'll make it up to you. Oh. Chief Heather has been feeling so sad. Poor Chief Heather. What's this? An underground laboratory? Dee Dee, get out of my laboratory! It's admittedly a super cool secret base. Oh, wait, what? This is serious. Gotta stay focused. The display. There's what looks to be live footage of the moon. They're monitoring the roses. You know, actually, looking at it now, I feel like we're getting out-romanced. Covering a giant romantic symbol and a billion smaller romantic symbols like that. This isn't right. The moon's a perfect symbol of romance on its own. Can't they see that adding to it completely ruins the balance? Yeah, but it's because of that that they ended up... Wait, it's because of that they ended up there. On a 1 in a million chance fluke. That is why it falls on us to return the moon to its natural romantic state. Show yourself, Leandre. Rose, I'm glad I could... I don't know what she looks like, so I don't know what... Well, I'm just gonna give her a voice, and we're just gonna see what she looks like. I don't know if I've given anyone the gumdrop voice from well, that's gonna be her.
Rose, I am so glad you could finally make it here.
Ooh. Oh, she's pretty cute.
I would have invited you here earlier, but I've been so enjoying watching you to run around playing detective.
Leandre, at long last, our true adversary makes her appearance.
You're the one responsible for everything that's happening. The crimes against romance happening all over the world right now. It's all because of your roses. Crimes? What an awful word. I prefer to call them unbridled displays of passion. And everyone baring their souls together. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it enough to bring tears? It's enough to bring tears to my eyes. No, it's wrong no matter how I look at it. You sound really crazy. Not just because of the voice that Noah gave you. You know that, right? Oh, how feisty. I admire your taste in partners, Rose. Now let's get down to business. I suppose you must have questions for me, isn't that right?
Oh, we have, it's the final confrontation. It's the final confrontation. Do-do-do-do. Why are you doing this? What is your true goal, Leandre? I'm going to accidentally right-click and get back into it. Leander. Leandre? Laundry. What could you possibly be planning to do with a world overcome by desire?
My mission is to revive my mother's dream, of course. I was born this way. I am born the way I am because of her experiments back then. Her heart was just bursting with love. And of course, you can relate more than anyone. I was so happy to learn that there was someone else just like me. I'm so glad. I'm sure you were glad too. After all, we're the same, Rose.
No.
One thing's for sure, you and the detective have nothing in common except for your eyes. You're complete opposites as far as I can tell. Oh, but we do match in one particular aspect. Tell me, Rose, why do you hide your beautiful eyes from the world? Isn't it time you showed your dear partner your true colors?
She's already seen them. I've already shown her. Yeah, that's right, we already showed her.
Oh, how wonderful! From what I know, you're very sensitive about them, so this comes as a surprise. There's no need to be shy anymore. Hey, leave her alone. After we put a stop to your plans, I'm personally taking you straight to jail.
That's
so assertive. I can play that game. I won't cooperate until she removes those shades. Oh boy, you don't have to do that, detective.
I'll make her talk. No, it's fine. There's no point in wearing these here. Ooh, ooh, ooh! What a scene.
Ah, that's a good girl. They are truly beautiful. Now I wonder why you'd be so against spreading that color throughout the world.
Because, of course, it is an insult to true romance.
Oh, true romance? I'd love to hear more.
The final confrontation. How is this even happening? Okay, first things first, even though we asked this question second. How do you get roses growing on the moon? I'm 100% sure it's scientifically impossible for anything to grow in space.
Ah, yes. They spread across the moon so fast, didn't they? Our successful test run turned into so much more, thanks to your plan with the rocket. I truly admire your boldness, especially you, Rose. I cannot thank you enough for expediting the project with that little twist of yours. Hey, that doesn't answer my question at all.
Gah, that plan was a mistake, made out of desperation. I never expected it to turn out like this.
But you're always finding new ways to spread our love. First through that smoke, and then to the moon. You're absolutely brilliant. You're like a mad scientist, much like myself. Aren't you listening? She wasn't trying to help your messed up cause. Whether her intentions were intentional or otherwise, you feel compelled to aid my roses in ways you just can't possibly fathom. Isn't that right?
Could I have really been unconsciously furthering the spread of those vile flowers?
Don't listen to her, detective. You're the one who wants to put a stop to this more than anyone. Or so she says, but deep down, which is it, Rose? You want to spread your romance as much as I do mine, isn't that right?
Yeah. This is the final confrontation. You have to stop this. We may have the same eyes, but yours are blind to the truth. Your false love only leads to suffering.
Suffering? Why? What makes you say that? We've had to deal with all sorts of problems your rose has caused, and that involved people with only temporary exposure. I don't want to imagine the nightmare that the world would turn into if no one could control themselves. We would have to prevent that from becoming reality. There seems to be a misunderstanding. Our roses are engineered to end suffering, not created.
Have you not observed what you've wrought closely enough? Is that supposed to be... Okay, who knows. Every one of your test subjects has gotten themselves into undesired trouble.
Oh, Rose, of course I've kept an eye on all the cases you've been solving along the way. Don't they all end up happier after giving in to their desires?
That's...
You're wrong, Leander. This is the wrong voice. I am a romance cop doing an impression of you, but I will do it in a mocking tone now. Like being manipulated into the stuff they regret, you're not doing anyone any favors this way. That was a very good impression of me, but manipulation again? Your word choice is so harsh. Allow me to explain. We're using a power that brings out deep potential in human hearts. Deep romantic potential. Potential is the key word here. It means any action a person takes under this spell is within the limits of what that person would normally do if they weren't restraining themselves.
Then they were all acting on their innermost desires.
Exactly. Think of those lovely flowers as offering you a powerful suggestion, giving you the courage to love openly, freely, and boundlessly. Imagine if the whole world had that kind of love filling their hearts. Well, it would be a utopia, yes?
No. Because a lot of people do have killed for love. What if we had like 18 yanderes who were like, I'm not really a yandere, I'm just gonna keep that bottle up inside, and then the roses are like, kill that bitch. Jesus.
No, society only functions because people show restraint. Everyone will get thrown into anarchy and chaos if we let this continue. Oh dear, do you think I haven't thought this through? If things end up going badly for whatever reason, I do have an emergency shutdown in place. With the press of a button, the entire moon garden that we've worked so hard on will completely be uprooted. What a shame that would be.
You're saying we just have to press that button in order to end this? Push the button or wait for it to explain. We're gonna save right here. Right here. We're gonna wait for it to explain first.
Oh no, it isn't that simple. You would have to know the password as well. Otherwise the machine will know that it wasn't me and self-destruct.
Glad we did not do that. That would have been bad. See, smart move, me. Smart move, unless she's lying right now. Good thing I resisted the urge to push her right away.
That could have gone horribly wrong.
You must tell us the password, Leandre. We have to stop this immediately. Leander?
Stop this? Really now? Why would you want to do that? The fact that you don't get it is exactly what makes you so dangerous.
It's true, you fooled yourself into thinking what you're doing is right. That you alone have the solution to everyone's problems. The roses, they've blinded you.
They've blinded me, you say? Don't you see, Rose? My only desire is to bathe the world in true love.
How dare you? You don't know the meaning of true love. Let me tell you the meaning of true love. Loving you is easy 'cause you're beautiful. Doobie-doo-doo.
And you do?
Yeah, I just sang a song about it. Yes, thanks to my partner, I've gotten to experience it. Your roses could never match this feeling.
Detective. Regardless, I'll just have to give you a proper taste of my love.
Oh my god, she was about to stab us with a... Oh, never mind, it's the roof.
Detective, the roof!
The moonlight is pouring in. Quickly, we have to get you covered and away from her. Or here. Strips, oh my god.
You can't escape progress, my dears. Shielding her from the moon's light at this point won't be enough.
We have to try.
Only a certain threshold has been crossed. The amount of exposure doesn't matter, because of course by now all of us are overflowing with the rose's power.
Romance Cop, don't let it take control of you. I need you here.
Detective, you don't have to worry.
Oh, she's gonna be all wonky.
I never leave your side.
No, your eyes are.
We match again. Isn't that wonderful, Detective? You know, I just realized, if the whole world is like this, you don't have to be shy anymore.
Romance Cop, I'm sorry that I have to do this. Take a bullet right to her head. Don't do that. Oh, okay, sweet. Oh, this is incredibly kinky.
Ooh, Detective, you should have told me before you were into this kind of thing.
I promise I'll save you. Please hold on a little while.
Where are you going? I can't hold on to you if you walk away, Detective. Restraining your partner like that. I didn't think you'd go that far. How exciting.
Leander, you may be the only person who can put a stop to this now, so please.
You don't have to worry, Detective. I feel incredible. I'm starting to see Leander's way of thinking. It'd be wonderful if the whole world felt like I do right now.
I'm so glad to hear you've come around, my dear. Are you not convinced yet, Rose? Never. You'll never convince me. I'm about to put these teardrops in my eyes, except it's actually high-performance repair glue.
What's wrong? You look like you need a kiss. Oh, but I can't reach you. Why don't you come back over here, Detective?
Snap out of it. You aren't yourself, Romance Cop.
On the contrary, she's more herself than ever. These are her innermost desires speaking. Aren't they beautiful?
No, this is not who she is. This is only a sick distortion. The true Chris is patient and understanding. She accepts others for who they are, and has faith in even the most untrustworthy adversaries. And look at what your roses have reduced her to. Those magnificent qualities have been lost to pure desire.
But don't you see my love? It's such a small price to pay to rid the world of harsh injustices of the world.
I couldn't disagree with you more.
You're saying you would rather continue on in this world full of tragedies than know that everyone could live together in harmony and love?
There is no truth in the so-called love you have forced on this earth. I believe there is no greater tragedy than to erase all but one emotion from humanity.
But, darling,
I will not accept a world that takes away the beauty of what it means to be human.
Impossible. How can you retract my love? Were we not born with the same eyes? How could our views be so fundamentally conflict?
Because you've become so fixated on the ideal that you are unable to see the truth, and the truth has set me free, even when it's staring you right in the face.
Detective, I can't take it anymore. Uncuff me so I can smother your extreme coolness in kisses. Has the way I've seen the world really been wrong all of this time?
Leander, you may be the only one who can stop this, before things spiral further out of control. Please, all I want is for Chris to be whole again.
Rose. The password. It's Rose. You can go ahead and enter it into the machine. I won't stop you.
You really understand?
It's the right thing to do, isn't it? It might just be my voice of reason.
And you just might be my voice of reason, Rose. Thank you. And Leandre, we can still find another way to fulfill your mother's dream. It may not be as easy as forcing your love onto the world, but little by little, through kindness and patience, I believe we'll find ourselves in a true utopia.
Yes. That's a nice thought. I believe in it too. You did it, Detective. Let me give you a victory smooch.
It seems like the effects will take some time to wear off. How exactly do these roses of yours work?
Huh? Why am I handcuffed? Detective, what happened?
Romance Cop, thank goodness you're back to normal.
My memory is a little
Hazy, I didn't do anything weird, did I? Well, you said that my handcuffs were extremely kinky, and I will get back to you later tonight. No, it's alright, we've won.
I want to apologize. After what Rose said, I finally understood why filling the world with pure desire was... wrong.
Huh? What do you say, were detective? I'll summarize for you later. With the handcuffs. Leander, please continue.
Thanks to you, I could finally see I've been causing others pain and trying to create my ideal world. How could I have been so blind? Is it because of my eyes? Is it like a barrier? I can only see a wall of love?
What's important is that you're able to admit you were wrong. The only thing left is to figure out where you'll go from here.
Yeah, no more putting seductive voices in people's heads to control them. Huh? Wait a minute. The voice.
What is it, Romance Cop? You look like you've just realized something of grave importance.
The voice I heard, it was different from Leandre's. Or Leander's. Whose voice was it then? Hey, I need to go somewhere. Somewhere far away, where I'll never hurt anyone again.
Leander, stop. Where are you going all of a sudden?
Au revoir, my dears. This is the last you'll see of me.
The lights. There's only one exit. To the stairs, Romance Cop. Leander, you can't just leave after that. We still have questions. Justice hasn't been served. She's gone.
So, let's pick a direction and go after her. What are you waiting for, detective?
Well, I'm sure this isn't the complete resolution you prefer. Can't we accept it for the time being?
Huh? What about the voice?
We'll solve that mystery another day, Romance Cop. Leander can't evade us forever.
But she has broken a bunch of laws. It's our duty to arrest her.
She isn't dangerous anymore. I know it isn't very satisfying, but please.
Detective, what happened to never quitting until the case is truly solved? It's not like you to just give up like this.
I know. Keeping this character is taxing. All this excitement, this drama, it's too much, even for me.
What do you mean?
I've disappointed you, haven't I? I'm not as strong as I pretend to be, but you already knew that. All I want to do right now is to safely return home with you. We saved the world, isn't that enough?
We did, didn't we?
I almost lost you, Romance Cop. You would have been eternally entranced by the roses, and I would have been all alone again, in a world that couldn't hear reason.
Detective!
I'm grateful to Leander for deciding to end this herself. I sincerely believe that she changed after coming face to face with the truth of what her roses wrought. And that's enough for me. It's been a long day. Let us rest, knowing we've at least restored order to our world.
Yeah. Hey, detective, are you, hungry? We could have a little pizza party later when we get back to the station. You know, as a reward for all our hard work.
Good thinking, Romance Cop. That sounds wonderful. Planning a pizza party without consulting me? You're a loose cannon, Romance Cop. You're fired.
Chief, thank goodness you're back to your usual self.
That wasn't a joke. You're fired. I mean, that I am. So you're gonna tell me what happened with Leander?
Vomit?
Leander. She escaped, but the situation is under control. Whoa, Rose, your eyes. Don't tell me they got you too. Did you not know? I guess I didn't show you my face. You were like, those shades are cool. No, they've always been like this.
Huh.
No kidding. Which means everything's fine then. Oh, what a relief. Yes, I am sorry to have hidden them from you from all these years. I was afraid what you would think. Afraid of... You're the great romance detective. You two just saved the world, didn't you? Why would I worry about something as trivial? Or why would you worry about something as trivial as my opinion? I value our friendship. I realize my actions may not have supported that, but please believe me.
Speaking of that, Chief, are you okay? You said some stuff before.
Yeah, once again, I am truly sorry for what I've said because of the moon's roses. That feels ridiculous when I say it out loud. Anyway, I still wanted to apologize. I didn't mean any of that, so please forget it.
But
we learned that the feelings brought out by the roses actually come from within you. That's right. The roses take away any hesitation to act on your desires. In your case, it allowed you to speak your true feelings. Huh, so that's how it is, huh? You sure? Heather, we had no idea how you felt. How can we call ourselves your friend? No, it isn't such a big deal. Well, there's no use denying it now. I might as well make some clarifications. Never wanted to bring any of that up. You two are always having so much fun, and I don't want to get in the way of that, you know? Don't tell the other cops. You two are my favorite subordinates. All I'm looking for is a nice, platonic relationship here. Haha, telling you this feels weird. I feel weak. Desperate. I need to go to the gym and box somebody. Hit somebody with a nice haymaker. And then afterwards, after the bell rings, I hit him with a discus elbow and then I get disqualified.
Chief, we understand. You don't know. We don't really understand that last bit, but everything else, you don't have to say anything more. We'll work harder not to make you feel left out all the time.
Thanks, but really, just forget any of this ever happened. We didn't have this conversation. I don't have any insecurities or weaknesses, nothing.
Understood, Chief. So how about that pizza party?
Yes, absolutely. You two must be tired from saving the day and the world after all. Let's head back to the station. Job well done. Hipla, hipla, hoopity la, blah, blah, blah.
Normal ending.
Oh. And there's the pizzas. Okay. This was Romance Detective 2. Nom Nom Nami, Protag, and music by Konatizer. That guy. The music's all great. Last minute intern, Beard Box. I appreciate that. Special thanks to those people. Extra thanks to all of the supporters on Patreon below. All the fans of romance all over the world. That's me, guys. Oh, I just bashed my microphone with my hand. You're welcome. Thanks for playing. Thanks for watching. There is also one more thing that I did want to do. And I think you all know what that is. It's go here and see what happens when we push the button. Boop! Oh, so eager. But you really should have held back a little longer. I was about to tell you there's also a password. If you don't enter it right after pressing the button, the machine will self-destruct. I know it couldn't be that easy. You acted too hastily, Romance Cop. Sorry, I just wanted to help. The clock is ticking, girls. There's about 30 seconds to enter the password. Let's see if you can guess it. Okay. We're gonna save here now. Return. So we're gonna guess Rose first, because I know what it is.
I got it?
Excellent work, Romance Cop. You've done it. Impossible. How did you know? I played the ending already.
For such an important password, it wasn't very creative. It was supposed to be so obvious no one would ever think to try it. How could this have happened?
You were no match for us after all. Now you're under arrest.
I wanted to say that line, Detective.
It can't end like this. I'll surely be punished. I must go to her. Ooh, this is spicier. I have to explain it was a fluke. What do you mean? Was Rosemary involved after all?
Au revoir, my dears. This is the last you'll ever see of me,
And this is all the same. So this is not the normal ending. This is the... Okay, so we can skip. You saved us some leg room. Yes, let's regroup with my mother for now. She'll know a way to reach Rosemary, I'm sure.
But do we have to be in such a rush to do all that? The immediate danger's past, and well, it has been kind of a long day.
Suppose you're right. We have no reason to be on the same sense of urgency as when our world was on the brink of collapse.
Phew. I'm glad you agree. No need to keep feeling all stressed out over impending doom.
Right, you didn't almost lose her this time, because the moon didn't open. You were just like, Rose.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy indeed. Let us be off then. Hey, detective. Okay, and this is probably all the same. Yep. So to change the subject, We were actually on our way to find Burnett so we can get to the true mastermind behind this case. Oh my gosh, this is like completely different. Why didn't you say so sooner? Don't let me keep you. Go solve this case for good. Yes, ma'am. Huh. Alternate ending. This is interesting. Romance Cop and Romance Detective return to the Spring Festival to update Burnett on everything that's happened. Burnett contacts Rosemary immediately, only to learn that she hasn't spoken to her daughter in years. And who was Leander referring to before? Could there have been something you overlooked in the abandoned labs? Return to 8 a.m. this morning and try again. Oh my goodness. Yes. This is so strange. Does the door unlock? This is wild. So I have to... This is super duper wild. Okay, I did not expect this. I should be extra thorough in here. I don't want to miss issues. But I really want... This continues to have dialogue. But I really wanted Detective. Just look at how cute it is. It'd be perfect in my apartment. You keep falling for its feline wiles. Snap out of it, Romance Cop. Okay. It's hard to be sure through those shades, but I feel like the detective staring daggers at me. Now's my chance. Come here, kitty. Meow. Yes, take me home. Take Meow home with you. Oh, okay. That was weird. I don't want this thing anymore. What? Can you read minds? I wonder. Purr. Am I dreaming? Romance Cop, for the last time, stay away from... I really hope that this is just a fun series of things. Stay away from that kid, and I am convinced his adorable appearance is merely a disguise, perhaps concealing a great evil. Yeah, sorry, Detective. This isn't a dream, Meow. Romance Cop? I think we're communicating. Has the stress of investigating gotten to you? Or could I have been correct in my suspicions about the true nature of this feline? Sorry, maybe I didn't get enough sleep. I'd better stop looking at this thing. It's driving me crazy. I can't look at... Okay, so it keeps going. Every glance I take, I just keep getting sucked in. You can't resist me, Meow. This is my power. Please don't be evil. Please don't be evil. Rest assured, I'm chaotic neutral. Oh my gosh, I don't know what that means. What is it saying to you? It's chaotic neutral. It has a sense of humor, always a good sign. If you understand it, I wish I'd just talk to you instead. You've been bonded with Meow through eye contact. You chose me, so I've chosen you, Romance Cop. This is really freaking me out. I'm gonna look away now. We gotta keep... And yet you persist. Oh my gosh. You're just so cute. Please take me home. I wish to be freed from this dusty room. Detective, it wants me to free it from this place. What is... Oh, good God. Ask the cat its reasons. I refuse to allow it to manipulate you without noting its motivations. Is she even looking? I mean, really looking at this place? How could anyone choose to be trapped here on this wall? It says it doesn't like being trapped here. I feel bad for it, Detective. I understand. But for it to have captivated you so, to get to this point, I sense its hidden intentions. If that couldn't convince you, what if I said I developed affections for you, Miss Romance Cop? I don't think she'll buy it. Please just be honest. Even with my power, no human would ever believe my story. Though we have been chatting for a while now. Meow. It says I won't believe its story, so I guess it's giving up on getting out of here. I wasn't giving up. You were being a terrible translator. Are we really leaving it at that? I'd admittedly become somewhat invested. Alright, I really want to know too, so tell me your story, kitty. As you're surely aware by now, I'm no ordinary cat poster. I am one of 2 cats belonging to the goddess Freya. More gods and goddesses, huh? I guess it's no surprise after meeting Cupid. Oh, you know her? Cupid is one of the many names Freya goes by. So are you saying you belong to Cupid? What's this, a sudden development? How unexpected! When did you meet? Could they perhaps be in this very town? Cupid's been helping us with this case we're working on. We actually came here to investigate until I got distracted by you. Your Cupid has transformed me into a poster to keep an eye on things in this room. If they've been around, then... Oh. They really did abandon me. Meow. They really did abandon meow. Freya, how cold can you be? Oh no, detective, it's worse than I thought. This poor kitty was abandoned here. Abandoned by Cupid, but why? He's been watching whoever... Oh, that's important. Hey, Long. How long have you been stuck to this wall? What's the point in keeping track of how many... Oh. Let's just say it's been a long time. Remember, anything that stands out, like maybe the kind of people who are in here. It's just a bunch of wannabe scientists messing with the da-da-da-da-da. That's why Freya trusted me to make sure they didn't do anything potent. She even lent me some of her powers to manipulate the hearts of the humans, that I could sway them with my charms in times of desperation. Okay, detective, it turns out that the kitty was here while Rosemary and her followers were working on that project, so Cupid must have known. Huh. He did come here to investigate Love Bloom last month to deal with the roses. He sensed their experiments back then too. But they stopped, didn't they? And you've been alone ever since? That's right, no one has entered this room for so long. When I saw you, I thought I finally found a way out. Anything to be able to escape this prison. Ah, except there was another visitor. Could it have been a year ago? A red-headed woman, resistant to my charms, ended up taking a few things from this room. A red-headed woman, this could be Rosemary. Detective, it's not Rosemary, it's that other girl. I forgot her name, but we're gonna see her again. Because this must be the alternate ending. Great work, Romance God. We've learned so much, and all from a cat poster. Now can I finally take this poor thing with us? I want to show it to Cupid when we get the chance. If we're returning lost property, then I have no objections. You may take the kitten. Thank you. You got the cat poster, who actually turned out to belong to Cupid, so this totally isn't stealing. Good job. Great. So now I need to do some skippage. I have to skip. Okay. That's... Okay. Let me tell you, I've been clicking for so long. So dang long. Spring Festival. Great. Skip. I've been skipping for so long. I'm ready, let's go plant some flowers. It's wonderful. Keep skipping. Keep skipping. Can we give you the poster here? Romance Cop, now is the perfect opportunity, don't you think? That's why there was this gap here. That makes so much sense. What's up? Does this look familiar to you, Freya? Oh yeah, definitely familiar. Hey. Did you ever plan on coming back for me? The look on your face! You didn't at all, did you? I gotta be honest, I completely forgot I left you in there, my bad. It was so dusty and lonely. How could you just forget about me like that after everything I've done for you? Relax, it's only been a couple of decades, good God. If Romance Cop hadn't come along, it would have been centuries, I'm sure. Cupid, we think you should apologize, and also let me adopt this kitty. We've already bonded, so fine with me. Sorry for never coming to get you myself. This cop will take better care of you than I ever did, so maybe it was all for the best. Yes, it was a long journey, but you finally belong to me. Freya, I know how hard it was for you to care for others, so I understand why you'd avoid coming back for me. I'm still angry, but I forgive you, Meow. Hey, don't talk about that kind of stuff in front of humans. You'll put weird ideas in their head. What is it saying? Oh, sorry, Detective. I forgot you can't hear its thoughts. Forget about it. Don't we have more pressing matters to... Yeah, right, our case. The grand finale. Grand finale already. Yes, I can feel it. We're close to... Yes. Okay. Wow. And I guess we're gonna skip through all this again. So now that I've come this far with the cat poster, that's save number 13. We're gonna return. This is fine. So I only got the alternate ending when I did push the button and typed in Rose. Boop. ROSE, enter. Okay, this was just wrong. So we're gonna go save, load, 13, yes. And I guess we have to do the good path this time. Why are you doing this? Skip ahead. You have to stop this. Skip ahead. Wait for her to explain this time. Skip ahead. Keep skipping. Sadness, sadness. Not so fast. So, this is when we're like, what was that voice? Not so fast. You're Cupid, what are you doing here? You guys made me realize something. I can't keep coasting along the way I have been. I'm here anyway, so I might as well spend the extra effort to help you out. Freya, you actually are taking responsibility for once. I'm so proud of you. It's good to see you, Cupid. Ah, I'm here to stop her too. Chief, you're back to normal. I was waiting for the right moment to burst in, but Feathers here stole the spotlight. Hey, don't call me that. In any case, you're surrounded. Leander, you better surrender. So I can't escape. What path is there left for someone like me? You must stay. Face the consequences of your actions. You're no villain, Leander. If you let us, we can turn your misguided passions into a force for good. We can teach you the true meaning of romance. Why would you do that? Only minutes ago we were enemies. But you now... Hey, everyone makes mistakes. As long as you're not trying to put the world under your spell, I don't see any reason we should be against each other. You are very kind, but will everyone else be as forgiving as the two of you? You tried to turn me against my friends. That was pretty messed up, but I won't hold it against you. I'll think of some way you can make up for it. Yeah, humans screw up all the time. It'd be pretty miserable if I held it against every single one of them. Even Cupid doesn't believe in, Even Cupid doesn't believe I'm beyond redemption? Ha! From everything she told me about you, I would have never expected this. She? Yes, that's right, my darling child. Oh my gosh. Mom? That's your mother? Which means she's Venus, the goddess of love? In retrospect, it's so obvious. This was the result of her power. I should have known all along. How could I have missed it? I don't think any of us would have guessed, but more importantly, has she been watching us this whole time? Of course, Mommy Venus is always watching. That's terrifying. My goddess, Lady Venus! Of course it would be the one who's really... Of course you would be the one who's really behind it. I knew humans couldn't do it on their own. I didn't want to believe you'd stoop this low. And how low is that? I've been running around playing with the humans too. I've seen it. It's only naughty when it's me who does it. It's different, Mom. You almost turned all the humans brain dead with your love. Oh, that's right. You guys messed up everything. You interlopers? I've been working hard for this, towards this for decades, trying to get these humans to do it all for me, to keep suspicion off myself, and it all fell apart with the press of a button. Why would you do that to me? Question. Why even give Leander an abort mission button if you didn't want her to use it? Ah, well, it was a game. It'd only be fair to give the humans a way out. Make it more interesting, like gambling. You are freaking Monokuma. You're freaking Monokuma. How could you gamble with something like this? Hush, dear. Mommy's done answering questions. Oof. Oh my god. Detective. Lady Venus. Leander, how did you betray me? Why did you betray me? You've been so loyal all along. To think you'd turn on me at the last second. You're Utopia. You're world of pure desire. We shouldn't be doing it after all. There's too much to lose by reducing everyone to that state. You're starting to sound like your mother. She gave up on your dream too after her little girlfriend left her all alone. But you told me she believed in that dream. That's why you wanted to fulfill it for her. Did I say that? You must have, maybe you should have asked her about it yourself. Oh, but that must have been too hard. After all, you bring so many painful memories for her. It hurt, didn't it? Seeing the pain in her eyes when she looks at you. Leander. Psst, Chris, how are we supposed to stop a goddess? This is way out of our jurisdiction. I was about to say, we're dealing with a lot of supernatural stuff now. We're gonna actually save it here, because it seems like we're gonna have like a decision soon. You, over there, shut up. Geez Louise, teeth! That's why, my love, that's why you sought my help in the first place, wasn't it? For your mommy's love. You may have provided the base formula, but how far would you have gotten without my power? Who do you think guided our roses to the moon?
My work would have amounted to nothing if not for you.
That's right. The truth is, you're nothing but a useless, helpless child who can't do anything by herself. There, Mommy Venus is here for you. I'll always be here for you, because of course I'm the only one who's ever truly loved you.
Don't listen to her. She's been manipulating you this entire time. Stop interrupting.
And now you've got the rose.
All I wanted was to fill the world with love.
I know, dear. So did I.
We could find another way, couldn't we, together?
Leander, do you still love me?
Yes, of course, my goddess.
That's wonderful. Oh my gosh.
Huh? What is this?
It's your punishment. How do you feel?
It hurts, but at the same time it feels like
ecstasy. Good God.
I'm overflowing with love. These tears, I'm so happy.
Now whose turn is it now? Ah! Oh my God. Hey! You've gone too far. Release her. Cupid, you shot your own mother. Jesus, Cupid! What a god! Someone has to snap you out of your obsession, and I'm the only one here who can stand up to you. You're challenging me? My own child is defying me? You may be my mother, but we both know you can't overpower me anymore. I have been, and still am, the more popular god.
You're so mean. I didn't raise you to be like this.
Knock it off, your fake tears aren't fooling anybody. All I ever wanted, was for everyone to love me. I thought once I controlled all the humans, it'd be easier to make them worship me. Good God! This game took such a... This is not even the alternate ending. This is the true... Okay. So the alternate ending was the one that I got. This is, like, a different alternate ending. Is that seriously the whole reason behind everything? I knew it'd be something selfish. That's why I was in denial for so long. It was easier to believe some idiot humans were trying for world peace. Boo-hoo, it's not fair that you're so much more well-known than me these days. I could have easily taught you a lesson with my former strength. Oh, get over it. Stop using the humans for your own twisted motives. It's pathetic. You're supposed to be the goddess of love, aren't you? Yet you're so completely lost all your compassion. What's wrong with you? I'm sorry, I'll change your playthings back to normal. Stop being mean to me. Whew, that got really scary for a while. Wrong voice. But I'm glad everyone's okay. Leander, you had it the worst of all. How are you feeling?
It was like a mother's embrace.
You had a lot. You sure that's the way to describe it? It was a lot of thorns. In any case, it's all over now. Thanks for saving us, Cupid. It's the least I can do. Sorry about my mom. Boo-hoo. Now that the fun's all over, what am I supposed to do? Reflect on your actions, go sit at the bottom of the ocean for a couple centuries. I don't care. As long as you never do anything like this again. Okay. Next time I catch you messing with any humans here, I won't hold back, okay? Understood. Come on, I'll take you home. So you do still care about your mommy? I was beginning to think you'd totally gone cold. What do you mean? I just want to see the look on Dad's face when he hears about all this. Using your love to end his war. He's not going to be happy.
No.
Glorious. There they go. I guess that means everything's finally over.
If Cupid hadn't have been here to stop Lady Venus, I don't know what would have become of me.
Probably a rose statue. After witnessing all of that, I don't believe any of us wants to imprison you for your crimes. Yeah, I think you are completely innocent. That's fair to say. And since Cupid's got Venus under control, seems like this case is finally closed.
What a relief. Let's go home, Detective. I'm completely exhausted.
You know, something just hit me. If I was clicking on everything in that room so many times, if I hadn't have done that, I would have never gotten this, and I would have, like, where I said toodaloo at, like, halfway point of this video, that would have been it. We all could use a nice long rest after everything that's happened. Chief, would you mind taking care of Leander? Or Leandre? Who knows? No problem. Come on, I'll drive you home. Whatever home is for you. Rose, before we part, where should I go from here? Wherever your heart chooses. You're a talented, driven woman, Leander. I'm sure you'll think of a way to spread your love positively. And there's that picture that I like so much. And we'll be here to help you figure it out. It's our job, after all, to enforce romantic justice. Oh? Thank you. I look forward to it. And she's not really a villain. She was just horribly misguided by a goddess. Aren't we all? This is the true ending. Oh. Well, I'm glad I didn't quit. Because I was so close. I was like, I've missed... Oh, and look at this. This is there's a cat. They have a cat now. This is the true ending. They have a cat. Ugh. Finally. There we go. End. Worth. It was worth. Thank God. You guys have no idea because there was so much cutting. I spent like 4 or 5 times like rushing through every single possibility. I started the game over again. And then when I was like halfway through starting it over again, I was like, no, I couldn't have missed anything here. They wouldn't have me start over from that one point. So then I just started clicking everything in the lab like 50,000 times. And then that happened. And it wasn't like a skip, because I just had it going to skip the whole time. Because, lo and behold, I've already seen dialogue. So skipping, if it stopped skipping, then I was like, that's something new. That means that's something new. And that's what happened. And, oh God. Ladies and gentlemen, your United States Aviator taking off, telling you to stay classy, passengers. This was a great game. I wish there was some sort of hint that I was, that there was something to do with that poster. Because who would expect a cat poster? It was the only thing that I didn't click the first time, actually. And the second time around, I went back through again, and nothing else changed, and who knows. It was a clever game, and this is a cute picture. Ladies and gentlemen, your United States Aviator taking off, telling you to stay classy, passengers, and I will see you all next time. I'm actually going to print screen real quick. I don't know what I'm going to play next. No, still has plenty of games that I can go through. Ladies and gentlemen, toodaloo, flight crew. I'm so beat. I'm so beat, but I'm so freaking pleased that I finally got that. Actually, before we quit, we gotta go to gallery. We can look at the things that we didn't get to see before. Illustration 3, this one. Okay, that still says nothing, so I'm not even gonna worry about it. That background still doesn't exist. Yes, here we go. Venus. Age, secret. Birthday, unknown. There we go. Feels good. Feels good, man. I thought it wasn't implemented at first. I gave up. Gave up for a while. Alright, we're done here. We're done. Bye.